Welcome to my views and news. Some news stories from Ethiopia, where firstly Getachew Reda, Tigray interim president, has passed some controversial remarks about disarmament. Is there any under the table deal between Tigray interim government and Ethiopian federal government about disarmament? Any deal other than Pretoria deal? We know only one deal, and that is Pretoria deal. But Getachew's remarks have raised several questions. What did he say? Secondly, viewers, Bahir Dar, another protest by farmers today. Dozens of them protested. They tried to reach regional agricultural office of they protested against lack of fertilizers. What is happening? Why is that there is just protest in the Amhara region, no protests in Oromia, in BG, in Somali region? And lastly, are Ethiopian army officials joining Fano? We know that former Amhara special force members have joined Fano, a confirmation through several sources. Now it seems that some Ethiopian army serving members have joined Fano. In which area? Who is contacting Ethiopian army members to join Fano? Details for you. Firstly, viewers, we know that there is only one deal, one agreement about disarmament of Tigray fighters. One deal between Tigray People's Liberation Front and Ethiopian federal government. The two signed the deal in Pretoria, main deal. Then second part of their agreement was signed in Nairobi, Kenya. Main deal is obviously Pretoria agreement. And Pretoria agreement clearly states that Tigray forces will be completely disarmed. They'll hand over their heavy weapons. They'll hand over their small arms as well. So far, Tigray fighters have surrendered heavy weapons. They have surrendered Air Force weapons. They have surrendered group weapons. Individual small arms have not been surrendered by Tigray fighters. And Tigray fighters are now reporting at demobilization camps. 10, I think, sites established as demobilization camps. African Union observers have confirmed that Tigray fighters, Tigray forces have surrendered heavy weapons, Air Force arms, and group weapons. Getachew Reda yesterday at a public appearance spoke about disarmament. We know that since the signing of this deal, Tigrayans have been criticizing TPLF, that TPLF agreed to complete disarmament of Tigray fighters. Now, Getachew says that no need to be confused about disarmament. He said, there is no need to be confused about disarmament. He said, what they wanted was different. But what is happening is different. I cannot go into details. It is a sensitive matter. I know that our people become concerned, worried when they see disarmament on television. He spoke about disarmament after Tigray fighters were shown reporting at demobilization camps after Tigray fighters surrendered group weapons. Migbe was there at this weapon handing over ceremony. He spoke there too. Then came Getachew's statement about disarmament. What does he mean when he says that they wanted something different? What is happening is not what they wanted. I mean, TPLF agreed to complete disarmament. And that is what Pretoria deal clearly states. That all Tigray fighters will surrender all their weapons, small arms, heavy weapons, etc. So there is no ambiguity about disarmament in Pretoria deal. It means there is some under the table understanding between Tigray regional government and Ethiopian federal government about disarmament. Maybe Tigray fighters will remain armed with small arms, and I wouldn't be surprised if I come to know that they have not surrendered all of their heavy weapons too. Getachew should clarify other regions. Ethiopian activists are questioning Getachew's statement. They say that something is fishy, something is being hidden by Getachew Reda, Tigray government and Ethiopian federal government. He should clarify what did he mean when he said that they wanted something different, what is happening is different. Was he referring to alleged Ethiopian government's wish to completely neutralize TPLF? Or was he speaking specifically about disarmament? I think he should clarify what he meant to say. Otherwise, rumors are being spread that disarmament is not going according to the plan and Tigray fighters will remain armed. That would lead to creation of more mistrust between Tigray and Amhara region-based groups. Secondly, viewers, protests by farmers in the Amhara region continuing. We saw some protests a few days ago because of lack of supply of fertilizers, high prices of fertilizers. Again today, dozens of farmers tried to reach Amhara Regional Agricultural Office. They were seen chanting some slogans. When they reached the office was closed and office staff just closed and they were not there to talk to farmers. Farmers are complaining that fertilizer is not available. Subsidized fertilizer is not available. Available fertilizer bags are being sold at very high prices. This is third protest by farmers in the Amhara region in Bahir Dar. Why is that there is no protest in Oromia, in other parts of Ethiopia? Oromia is a large region. Now, these protests are giving Amhara hardliners an opportunity to spread propaganda that deliberately Amhara farmers are being deprived of seeds and fertilizers because Ethiopian federal government wants to cripple Amhara economy. I think the issue should be handled by Amhara government. If anyone is to blame, it's Amhara regional government because regional government should clarify why is there lack of fertilizers and high prices of fertilizers in Amhara. Or are fertilizer prices in Amhara at par with prices in Oromia? Who should clarify? Obviously, Amhara regional government people are angry. Was a clip from today's protest in Bahir Dar by farmers. Lastly, viewers, are Ethiopian National Defense Force members joining Fano militia? It seems they are joining, though number could be just a few because we have received information from some areas where Fano commanders are contacting Ethiopian army officers, serving officers and members, and around a dozen have joined. Reportedly, a Fano commander based in Medical zone of the Benishangal Gumar region is very active. He's contacting Endf officers, Endf officials, and around 10 have joined. He's based in Matagal, but reportedly he contacted ENDF officials in Gondar and some agreed to join Fano. Now some pictures are being shared of these new members of Fano. We already know that Amhara special force members, when they were told to hand over weapons, thousands of them, they refused to hand over weapons, and hundreds of them joined Fano. Reportedly, Massafent Fano commander in a message welcomed these former Amhara special force members. Now reportedly, Amhara members of ENDF, they are being contacted by Ethiopian, they are being contacted by Fano commanders, and some have joined. Though it's not that we can say that large number of ENDF officers, officials have joined Fano, but obviously Fano is trying to get support of Amhara people. Amhara people in ENDF, in federal forces, in Amhara regional government, in Amhara government departments. So on the basis of ethnicity, they are trying to get their support. And some members have joined. So it means that ENDF will have to be careful, ENDF officers, to ensure that their fighters, their members don't join Fano. Thank you for watching.